Hello, and welcome to Children and Electronics. I'm Samantha from Learning Success, and I'll be your host for this video series that covers the subject of what is a safe amount of screen time and electronics for children. We're here to help you, the parent, find the right balance for your child's best development and online safety. In this video, we have Angela Roeber. Angela has more than 15 years of marketing and communications experience, primarily in the nonprofit industry. As the Director of Communications for Project Harmony Child Advocacy Center, Angela plays an integral role in planning, directing, and coordinating the marketing and communication efforts for Project Harmony's programs, services, events, and campaigns. In this video, Angela talks about healthy levels of electronics use at various ages.
So the question is, are children addicted to electronics? As parents, take a deep breath. Do you feel terrible thinking that your child could be addicted to something? Does it feel like a huge problem in your house? Every child needs to learn to strike a balance in the things that they pay attention to. With preschoolers, we know that the executive function is the integrated set of skills, such as attention, working memory, and mental flexibility, so critical to the success in school, relationship with friends, and eventually the working world, which is emerging in these early years. For preschoolers, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends a limit of 1 hour a day of screen time and little to none before the age of 2, and there is good reason for this. Electronic devices are compelling, and a child this young is still learning to focus their attention. And this one falls on you, parents. You can control the access your child has to screen time. Yes, it's difficult, and yes, we're all tired, but it really matters. Habits of concentration and attention are being formed. The developing young brain is vulnerable to being hijacked by stimulating input on the screens. Good old-fashioned books with imaginative stories in them are a great way to help our kids focus and sustain attention. And it's with a real person, such as a parent or an older sibling. Bring these two-dimensional screen activities to life. Creative kids can act out stories, create videos, dance, follow mazes, and reveal the hidden treasures around the house. For school-age kids, there is a social dimension to screen time. Connecting with friends, counting up likes, engaging in games, sometimes competitive, has a new lure. But there are risks, and the obvious one is safety in the online world. Kids can be vulnerable to persuasive marketing or sales tactics if they inadvertently give out personal information or even preferences. And in some cases, kids can be vulnerable to predators. Time limits and parental oversight are critical. Help them look for deceptive messages. Take a firm stance on bullying or any other cruelties amongst kids online or elsewhere. And for school-age kids with any range of attention problems, such as ADHD, screen time has additional hazards. Parents often remark that their child who has problems attending at school can focus for hours on the screen, a game or video. But this is not the same concentration that transfers to a math lesson or a short story. In fact, it seems to be a way of shutting out other demands or even reinforcing itself with those frequent, short bursts of reward. Our goal as parents is to make sure that there is an even balance in our child's life. Time for social media, time for real human interaction, time for homework, time for reading, those pro-social activities, family life, plenty of physical activities. There's a helpful tool on the Project Harmony Child Advocacy Center website. It is the technology contract. This contract allows parents to have a conversation with their child so the child can ask questions and understands what their expectations are when engaging in online activity. And also helps parents uphold their end of the bargain too and help lead by example. So from a parent's perspective, YouTube is the new television amongst children today. It is that instant gratification. They don't need to wait till Saturday for the new episode of their favorite television show. It's just one click away on YouTube. And my daughter could care less about watching TV. She wants to watch JoJo Siwa or other kids interacting with toys or any information she can find on taking care of a puppy. The videos are really never ending, which leads children, I believe, to wanting more. And one could argue that there is some level of fantasy and creativity involved. When my daughter's not watching YouTube videos, she's pretending that she's a star in her own YouTube channel, creating skits with her own toys, giving reviews on certain household products, even turning her chores into a publicly viewed event. And I say publicly because we don't actually allow her to have her own YouTube channel or create her own YouTube videos. Those videos that we create stay confined to the privacy of our own home and for the enjoyment of us as a family only. But she will state, if you want to see more, subscribe to her channel below, as if she really is on YouTube. But nonetheless, as innocent as this might appear, it can quickly spiral downward fast. Monitoring your child's online activity is critical, and I would recommend parents keep computers in a central location and require and encourage media use in a central public space like the kitchen or living room instead of behind doors or in a bedroom. Monitoring can look different for every family and certainly every age group. Even though our daughter can only use her iPad in the living room when her father and I are around, I still check in and I inquire about what she is watching. And recently we did have a situation where my husband overheard something she was watching, and it didn't sound like age-appropriate content. And when we asked what she was watching, she replied, "The 10 most interesting facts about the land snail." Well, let's just say that upon further review, the language and content used to describe the reproduction of the land snail was not PG. Our response to this situation, like I mentioned, is so important. This was a very innocent mistake, and it was not her fault. With her love and curiosity of animals, one video turned into another, which turned into another. And even though I disapproved of what she was watching, I quickly changed it and I explained why. Open communication is important, and I want my daughter to feel comfortable coming to me if she is ever subject to any inappropriate content or cyberbullying. It has been found that when children think that they will be punished for being cyberbullying, that they are less likely to report. So our relationship with our child is very important. Open communication, equally important. If we're able to help our child strike that equal balance between the time that they spend online and the time that they spend interacting with us at home, we can be certain that our child will not be addicted to electronics.
Thanks, Angela. Monitoring our children in the online world is critical. We should, as parents, not get tired of reminding them the risks that electronics can greatly have on the younger minds. If you found this video helpful, please share it and use the hashtag CAE. Thanks for watching and sharing. In case no one has told you yet today, the fact that you are watching this means you're an amazing parent. I appreciate you for showing up and doing the work it takes to embrace your child's brilliance and unleash their true potential.